first down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
Number 30,
the big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Taken down at the
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
A gain of 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Open man is good and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12. Locke, open man, Hamler, that's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To it, he did on the dive. Nice grab. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the kick. There, and it'll be second down.
Chargers 3, Broncos nothing.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now it's Herbert. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
First and 10, it's Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw it is Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big hit there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
1st down, Broncos.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Locke. He'll fire one downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Broncos 14. Chargers 3.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Justin Herbert.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 55 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
2-yard
big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They snap it to Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big.
The play is a turnover on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They got 29 yards that time.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. He always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Block working out of the gun. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Broncos.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's a 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Chargers.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On the give, this is Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
He was brought down.
Casey Hayward makes the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Lock. Gordon completes it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Denver.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Lindsey on the
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. That will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. Let's go! That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Another run by Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for score. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Chargers 3.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 4th down, Herbert. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Herbert on first down now. Short pass caught by Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. To the air again, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chargers 11.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They'll go again with Lindsey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
From the gun on third down, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Keep it on the ground. Lindsey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And it's third down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Play action. Now it's Locke. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.